Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about pteridophytes. So what are pteridophytes? Pteridophytes includes a group of primitive vascular plants, and pteridophytes also known as ferns, and they considered as Earth's first land plants. Pteridophytes are mostly terrestrial or aquatic, and some species of pteridophytes are also called epiphytes, and they grow on the branches of trees. More than 12,000 different species of ferns are distributed worldwide. Adult plant body of pteridophyte is known as sporophyte. Now the characteristics features of pteridophyta. So we know that the plant body of pteridophyte is sporophytic, and sporophyte is autotrophic or and independent. Vascular system is present, which may be protostelic, siphonostellic, dictyostelic or polystellic, and some members of this group possesses vessels, for example Scleronella and equisetum. Okay, and spores are formed on the sporophytes. Spore may be homosporous and heterosporous, and spore producing gametophytic plant body. Okay, now the gametophytes. So in homosporous species, gametophytes or prothallus is bisexual. Archegonia have 6 longitudinal rows of neck cells. The number of neck canal cells may be from 1 to 14, and antheria is covered by a single layer jacket. Fertilization takes place in the presence of water. Now the classification of pteridophytes. Psilopsida, that includes Xylotum and Rahinia, Lycopsida, Lycopodium and Scleronella, Sphenopsida equisetum, Pteropsida adiantum, and aquatic fern Azolla, Marshallia and Salvinia. So pteridophyte, first Psilopsida includes Xylotum, Lycopsida, Lycopodium and Scleronella, Sphenopsida equisetum and Pteridopsida Marshallia. Okay, so this is the classification of pteridophytes. You can see here in this diagram. So this is a picture of equisetum, this is Marshallia, and this is how the Lycopodium look like, and this is the structure of Scleronella. This is the Scleronella. Okay, so you can differentiate different pteridophytes here. So this is the diagram of different structure of different pteridophytes. Now the difference between pteridophytes and bryophytes. So bryophytes are non-vascular plants, whereas pteridophytes are vascular plants. The plant body of bryophyte is leafy or thalloid, whereas the plant body is differentiated into roots, leaves and stem. In bryophyte, no vascular tissue, whereas pteridophyte vascular tissues are present. Rhizoids are present for anchorage, and in pteridophytes roots are present. Okay, gametophyte is dominating, and here sporophyte is dominating. Antheridium is stalked and antheria is sessile, and in bryophyte cells are haploid whereas cells are diploid. Example mosses given, and here examples are ferns, club mosses, etc. Now the difference between gymnosperm and pteridophytes. So gymnosperm mostly trees and pteridophytes mostly herbs or shrubs. Gymnosperm grow in xerophytic condition, whereas pteridophyte grows in mesophytic condition. Gymnosperm taproot system, in here adventitious root system. In gymnosperm secondary growth present, whereas secondary growth absent in pteridophytes. Ovules and seeds are present in gymnosperm, whereas ovules and seeds are absent in pteridophytes. Okay, gametophyte is fully dependent on sporophyte, whereas in pteridophytes gametophyte and sporophytes are two separate plants. Pollen tube is formed, and here pollen tubes, no formation of pollen tube, and neck canal cells are absent in gymnosperm, whereas pteridophyte neck canal cells are present. So now the spores, two types of spore, homosporous and heterosporous. Homosporous means same kind of spores are present, example Lycopodium, equisetum, whereas in heterosporous means different size of spores are formed, mega or micro. Okay, example Scleronella, Marshallia and Salvinia. Clear? And megaspores are large in size, whereas microspores are small in size. Okay, so this is the two types of spores, like homosporous and heterosporous. So you can see here homosporous present in Lycopodium and Equisetum. Okay, now the development of sporangia. So two types of sporangia, that is eusporangiate and leptosporangiate. So eusporangiate when sporangium develops from a group of superficial cells, and leptosporangiate when sporangium develops single initial cells. Okay, so eusporangiates include jacket initial and primary sporogenous cells, whereas leptosporangiate include outer cell and inner cell. Okay, example xylotum, and here leptosporangiate Marshallea, Salvinia and Terris. Okay, now the stele. So types of stele, it includes protostele, haplostele, actinostele, plectostele and mixed protostele. So you can see here the diagram of different types of stele. Okay, so this is the diagram of haplosteles where phloem is present inside, okay, and surrounded by pericycle. Okay, so this is the diagram of stellar system. And actinostele, again you can see star shaped xylem. Okay, so this is the these are the structures of stellar system which is present in different types of pteridophytes. So you can differentiate here. So now the apogamy. So apogamy term given by Terris Critica, that is in 1874, and De Veri in 1878. So apogamy is sporophyte formation without fusion of gametes. Okay, and it causes internal factor, a nutritional factor and environmental factors. Okay, so you can see here gametophyte without gamete fusion, it form sporophyte. Okay, so now the you can see here apospory, adult sporophyte, then haploid spore, it will give gametophytes. Okay, and apogamy, juvenile sporophyte is here, and it will give diploid sporophyte. Okay, clear? Now we will discuss the apospory. So some vegetative cells of ovule develop into unreduced embryo sac without meiosis, and embryo then develop directly from diploid egg cell without fertilization. Okay, and apospory, here sporophyte without meiosis give gametophyte. Okay, now the economic importance of Pteridophyta. So first is as ornamental plant like Selaginella, in soil conservation like Lycopodium, and medicinal value, okay, just like Lycopodium's spores, and food material Marshallea leaf, biofertilizer like Azolla, and other uses Lycopodium. Okay, so these are the economic importance of pteridophytes. So hope you like this video. In the next video we will discuss about